Welcome once again to the wheel. My name's still Adam. This is still the real wheel, but it's going quite slowly, so let's speed it up. Second 30-minute session of the day, second 30-minute session of the week, and let's get the spin on the way from black number 10. That's where we left off around about 5 minutes ago. Oh, where's the first result of this session going to be? Change the music. Decided to go for some really retro roulette music here. Felt good enough to do a full hour, so just grabbed a quick drink, sent a couple of messages, and now I'm back. Let's see if we can get black 22 this time. To black even low. Middle column first dozen, part of the Voisin section of the wheel. I wonder how long it's going to be until this music gets on my nerves. It's only a 10-minute loop. It's from the very, very early days when live roulette was known as Vegas 24/7. 16's the next result in the middle column. No, it's not. Middle dozen. First column. A red, even and low, part of the TR section of the wheel, Sweet 16. Yep, this is what they used. Gotta be honest, it's not my favourite bit of music in the world, but I thought mix it up a little bit. Mix up Mondays. Black number 2, in, out and in again. Middle column first dozen, black even low. Part of the Voisin section of the wheel. And we are in red number 3, one of the numbers we were waiting for, third column first dozen, red odd low, part of the Voisin section of the wheel, red number 3, confirmed. And the number is 10. 10 and black even low, first column first dozen, part of the TS section of the wheel. Black 13. Middle dozen, first column, black, odd and low, part of the TS section of the wheel, black 13. A red one, odd and low, first column, first dozen, Orphaland section of the wheel. Black 17, middle column, middle dozen, odd and a low number. Part of the Orphaland section of the wheel. Back-to-back Orphalands. I'm a little bit sick of that music. So instead, why not make it even more obscure with some Smart Live music? Do you miss Smart Live that closed 3 years ago? $30, 3-0, third column, third dozen. Red, even and high. Part of the TS section of the wheel, red number 30. There is a part of my brain that has this music loop etched onto it. I heard it for probably 6 years straight. Sweet 16 in the TS section of the wheel. Middle column, no it's not, I keep doing that, middle dozen. First column, red even low, in the TS section of the wheel. Now, Smart Life weren't known for their great music, I've got to be honest with you. They weren't known for their great anything apart from a few spinners who were absolutely wonderful. But their production budget was about 50p. 2, black even low. The Wazan section of the wheel, middle column, first dozen. The production values of this are probably on the same level as the production values of Smart Life. Their studios were an office block, essentially. Red number 3, red, odd and low. Third column, first dozen. Part of the Wazan section of the wheel, of course, for red number 3. You used to have a little pedal to switch between cameras. That only worked half the time. And the other half of the time it was on like a 6-7 second delay. We used to call the producers pigeons. 5, a red odd low. Middle column, first dozen parts of the tier. Called them pigeons because literally all they did was sleep and do other non-wholesome things, let's say, in the gallery. They would just poop down from above, and every so often you'd get a little bit of mail through. Not very often, but sometimes. 30, 3-0, third column, third dozen. A red even high, part of the tier section of the wheel. Wrong angle to spin like Smart Life did though. Oh, here we go with some more crap music. The first one was the best of the bunch, the rest are just awful. 7, red, odd, low, first column, first dozen, part of the Wazan section of the wheel. There are so many stories to tell about Smart Life, but most of them aren't repeatable. A red 19, odd and high, first column in the middle dozen. Part of the Wazan section of the wheel, red 19. Yeah, this music's god-awful. I am actually currently in menus on my PC as well, trying to get rid of this music. 14, Number of Love. Middle column in the middle dozen. Red, even and low, part of the Orphanland section of the wheel, number 14. No, I don't want any of that music there. Trouble is, they're not in any kind of organised folders. A black 29, middle column once more, third dozen, odd and high, part of the Wazan section of the wheel, black 29. I do need to sort out my folders. Let's try this folder. A red number 9, next door to 22 in the Orphanland section of the wheel. Third column, first dozen, red or low. Let's go for this. This'll do for the next 21 minutes. Black number 20, hot number. Middle column. I lie, it's not the hot number at all. Middle column, middle dozen. Black, even, and a high number, part of the Orphanland section of the wheel. Hot number is number 2 on 6 spins, and we've got 13, 35, and 16 on 5 spins. Then 10, 30, and 20 on 4 spins, along with 34. Still no sign of 22. Black 35. Hot number. In the middle column, third dozen, black odd high, part of the Voisin section of the wheel, black 35, 6 times out. So the lowest black number and the highest black number are your two hot numbers today. At this juncture anyway. Could all change. Only takes a few spins to completely change what's happening. Red number 30, climbing up the hot numbers as well, 3-0, third column, third dozen. Red, even and high, part of the TS section of the wheel. Oh, have fun taking your dog out. At least it's nice and dry today. Red 19. 19, red, odd and high, middle dozen, first column, part of the Voisin section of the wheel. If I don't go back on air later on today, have a great Monday, and I shall see you tomorrow. If I do come back on air, I might see you then, I might not. No pressure either way. Just have fun whatever you're doing. Red number 5, odd and low, TS section of the wheel, first dozen, middle column. And moving on from red 5 to our next number, 18 minutes and 51 seconds left. I know, and I really appreciate it. It makes doing roulette so much less lonely, because we do get a few people watching on the catch-up, but it's just not the same. Huge and Rouge, the number 36. Red even high, third column, third dozen. In the TS section of the wheel, red 36. I've done streams and online stuff before when nobody's watched live or nobody's interacted. And I tell you what, doing 6 hours a day of it could get really soul destroying at times. 11 black's the next number, middle column in the first dozen, black odd low, part of the TS section of the wheel, black 11. 11 has now been out 3 times in total. Need to get my eyes tested really and get a new set of glasses, because these are doing absolutely no good for reading my screens. Next number is black 29. Middle column, third dozen, black on high, part of the Voisin section of the wheel, black 29. Let us see if we can get black 22 before Alan has to disappear off to take the dog for a walk. Black 35 are going the wrong way around the wheel, but we have got a hot number. 7 times out for black 35. I'm sure you know by now, it's third dozen, middle column, black on high, part of the Voisin section of the wheel. Black 35, I do believe actually that black 35 is one of the coldest numbers over the entire span of having this wheel. So it's nice for it to be in the limelight for once. And we've gone completely the other way now to black 33. 33, it was one of our hot numbers last month. It is in the third dozen, third column, black odd high, part of the TS section of the wheel, black 33. Second time out, you can see it was one of the hot numbers, 111 times out during July. 20's holding its own 4 times out. 22 unsin, 31 only a single spin. Red number 1, odd and low, first column, first dozen, Orphanland section of the wheel, red number 1. Moving on from red number 1 to our next result. What's it going to be? We're almost halfway through this session. It's going to be an hour today, I think. Going to take it easy for the rest of the day, build myself up gradually. You never know, by the end of the week I could be doing 60-minute sessions. I doubt it, my timer doesn't go that far, but we live in hope. The Huge and Rouge from the lowest number to the highest number with red 36. 36 red, even and high, third column, third dozen, TS section of the wheel, red 36. Second time out for 36 in 96 spins. We're definitely not getting full completion in the 100. Still missing my favourite number, 27. We're missing Alan's favourite number, 22. And we're missing 28 and 25 as well. The golden corner not doing so well. Black 33. was the hot number last month, or a hot number last month. Third column, third dozen, black, odd and high. Part of the TS section of the wheel. You shouldn't miss another stream. I'm definitely not going to be streaming before noon again. I've got to get some food in me. Some actual food, not donuts. Have a safe trip out, and hopefully catch you tomorrow. Black number 4 is the next result. First column, first dozen, black, even low, part of the voisin section of the wheel. Moving on from black number 4 to our next number. Now this is completely live, I can tell you it is 10:48 here in the United Kingdom. It is 10:48 here on the 12th of August 2019. Sunny-ish outside. Sun's gone behind a cloud, but it's not pouring down like it was over the weekend. Accidentally left some washing out over the weekend as we go into 16. 16 in the TS section of the wheel. It's in the middle dozen first column. It's red, it's even, and it's low. As we come to 14 minutes left. I try not to pay attention actually to the timer because then you start clock watching. No matter how much fun you're having, you can clock watch very easily by looking at the timer. A black number 10, we've seen it a few times today. This is the 5th time for black number 10 in the first column, first dozen. It's black, it's even, it's low, and it's in the tier. Now 22 has a habit of coming out whenever Alan's not here. Should we see if it does that today? Of course, Alan can always check back to make sure that I'm not lying about the results. Every spin you see is done live here on the screen. Double carpet 33, continuing a run of tier. Third column, third dozen. Red, odd, red, black, odd and high. It's black 33. So black number's still doing better than red so far today. Even doing better than odd, low doing better than high. Your hot column is the middle column, and your hot dozen is the first dozen. Tier doing a little bit better than it should be, voisin doing a little bit under than it should be. Black 13, first column, middle dozen. Black, odd and a low number in the TR section of the wheel. Moving on from black 13 to our next result. What's it going to be this time? Spin number 103. We've done 103 spins so far this week. We started this session roughly... How long ago would it be? Just over 3/4 of an hour ago. We've got plenty more spins yet to come this week. Gonna do a session a week as we go into red 25, one of the missing numbers. 25, red, odd, high, third dozen, first column. Part of the voisin section of the wheel. We've had one extreme of the voisin. We've just got 22 and 28 left in the voisin and 27 left in the tier. Completing the Orphanlands first, that is pretty much expected because it's the smallest section. I'll see you later, Alan. Have a safe trip out. And if I don't see you later, I'll see you tomorrow. 27, my favourite number, completes the tier in the third column, third dozen. Red odd high, red 27. So that just means 28 and 22. Now, Knaves of 29 cover both 28 and 22. They're both in the voisin. And we've completed all 3 sections in order, smallest to largest. Orphan you'd expect first, TR second, and voisin third. Red 19 in the voisin section of the wheel. In the first column, middle dozen. It's a red, odd, and high number, red 19. Moving on from 19 to our next result. 19 you can see was out 18 spins ago as well. You can see it's on the very right-hand edge of the marquee, nestled between 5 and 30. I've got 11 minutes left with me here on this table. I'm on a sofa actually, but here spinning the wheel for you. As we go into 13, it's climbing up the hot numbers list. It is now joint hottest with black 35. My least favourite number, it is a black odd low number in the middle dozen in the first column part of the TS section of the wheel. You can see it broke the chain of black numbers, or should I say ended the chain of black numbers earlier, and it is out again. 27 right next door to 13. So we've been in, out and in again, 2 adjacent pockets recently. As we go into 24. 24 only been out once, but now it's out again. It is in the third column in the middle dozen, a black even high number in the TR section of the wheel, black 24. Moving on from black 24 to our next result. Oh, what's it going to be this time? I have no control where the ball's going to fall. I just spin and let gravity do its thing. Centripetal force keeps the ball up, and then gravity makes it drop. I can tell you we're in 30, 3-0, third column, third dozen, TS section of the wheel, red, even, and a high number. Moving on from 30 to our next number. Of course, no wheel goes down on this money. No wheel goes down on this money. No money goes down on this wheel. It's all just for fun, so you can see how a roulette wheel behaves. You can see which numbers follow other numbers sometimes, but of course it is all a game of chance. Maybe you don't like gambling, but you like the idea of following patterns. This is a great wheel for you. It's a wheel that would be used in any high street casino, and unfortunately for Alan, 22 is the last number we've yet to see. 22 is the only number that hasn't been out. As we go into 28, 28, a black, even, and high number. Third dozen, first column, part of the Voisin section of the wheel. You can see it was one of our cold numbers last month as well. Hopefully black 22 will follow it very, very quickly. Red 23 is the next result. 23, red, odd, and high. Middle column, middle dozen. TR section of the wheel, red 23. Now, although you can't really tell today because my spins have been a bit sloppy, I've been spinning roulette wheels for the best part of 8 years now, maybe 9 years. And I know my stuff about roulette. I'm just clumsy on air. A red 25, second time out for red 25 in the third dozen, first column. A red odd high number in the Voisin section of the wheel, red 25. Moving on from red 25 to our next number. If you have any questions about the game of roulette, do not hesitate to put them in the chat. As long as we're doing a live session, I'll be able to answer them. I'll give it my best go regardless. Right next door to 25 is 17, Sabotage, middle column, middle dozen, black, odd and low, part of the Orpheland section of the wheel. Now the Orpheland is the smallest section on the roulette wheel, covers only 8 numbers, 17, 34 and 6 on one side of the wheel, then 1, 20, 14, 31 and 9 on the other side of the wheel. If you're playing in a casino, you can play either en plan or cheval. Orpheland en plan is a chip straight up on each of the numbers in the Orpheland section, as 31 is part of the Orpheland section. So 31, black, odd, high, in the third dozen, first column, part of the Orpheland section of the wheel. So Orpheland on plan, it's 8 straight up bets. You play straight up on 1, 6, 9, 14, 17, 20, 31 and 34. 8 chips, 36 chips return including your ante-bet. It's a 28 chip profits for the Orpheland on plan. As we go just outside the Orpheland with 33. 33 in the TS section of the wheel, third column, third dozen. A black, odd, high number. And if you want to play the Orpheland Cheval, that is including splits. It's only a 5 chip outlay, so you reduce 3 chips there. And you play 1 straight up on 1, 6-9 split, 14-17 split, 17-20 split, and then 31-34 split. Any number barring 1 or 17 come in, you get 17 to 1 return, which is 18 chips back, 13 chip profit. Big green 0, not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the Voisin section of the wheel. And if 1 or 17s come in, you get 35 to 1 or equivalent, 34 for 2 for number 17, which is a 31 chip profit in total. So that's the Orpheland. Not been in the Orpheland for a couple of spins now there. We have been in the Voisin, largest section, 22 black through to 25 red clockwise. And 3 parts of the Voisin and also parts of the Zero Spiel. Now 3, it's red, it's odd, it's low. Third column, first dozen, parts of the Voisin section of the wheel. So Zero Spiel is 12 red through to 15 black clockwise. I believe that is 7 numbers in total, it's an extended neighbours of 26. And you place it with 4 chips, 12-15 splits, 0-3 split, 32-35 splits, and straight up on 26. 4 chip outlay, which means if any number, you'll have to bear with as we confirm 14. 14, number of love, middle column, middle dozen. Red, even and low, parts of the Orpheland section of the wheel, red 14. So if any number barring 26 and 0 spiel comes in, you get a return of 17 to 1, which is a 14 chip profit. If 26 comes in, you get 35 to 1, which is a 32 chip profit for every 4 chips you play. Moving on to our next result. We are back in 33. We saw it a few spins ago. 33 in the TR section of the wheel. Third column, third dozen. Black on high. Now the TR is 27 red through to that 33 black clockwise. 12 numbers, and you need 6 chips or multiples thereof to play the TR. 6 split bets, 5, 8 and 10, 11 in your first dozen. 13, 16 and 23, 24 in your second dozen. 27, 30 and 33, 36 in your third dozen. Return of 17 to 1 for any of those, so it's essentially like playing a 2 to 1, but you triple your money. As we go into black number 20 in the Orphaland section of the wheel. Middle column, middle dozen. It's black, it's even, and it is high. Black number 20. Now on its... how many appearances has 20 been? It's on its 5th appearance, doing quite well today. I can tell you it is joint 7th hottest. A little bit cooler than I was expecting, actually. Sweet 16, another number climbing up the hot numbers at the moment. Now on its 7th appearance of the day. 16, red, even and low. Middle dozen in the first column, part of the TR section of the wheel. 16 and 33 next to each other on the wheel. Seen quite a few of both of those in recent times. We've got to move on to our next number. Just over 3.5 minutes left before we shut up for a little bit. I'm sure we'll be back either later on today or tomorrow. A red 25 in the Voisin section of the wheel in the first column in the third dozen. A red odd high number. Now 25 was one of the last numbers we were to see, and it is also on the edge of the Voisin. The Voisin goes from 22 through to 25 clockwise, 17 numbers, and you need 9 chips or multiples thereof to play the Voisin section. I shall tell you the placements once we've confirmed this result. A black 29 in the Voisin section, part of the same corner, in the third dozen middle column, black on high. So you need 9 chips or multiples thereof to play the Voisin, and you play 0, 2, 3 street by 2 chips, then 4, 7, 12, 15, 18, 21 and 19, 22 splits. You play the 25-29 corner with 2 chips, and then 32-35. Any number barring 0, 2 or 3 come in, you get a return of 17 to 1, 18 chips back, essentially doubling your money. And if 0, 2 or 3 come in, you get a little bit more at 22 to 2 as we go into 17. 17, one of the numbers with the highest return in a French section. If you play the Orphelin Cheval, of course you get 34 to 2 for 17. I can tell you it's also black odd and low. Middle column, middle dozen, and part of the Orphaland section of the wheel. 2 minutes 10 left on the wheel today. Hope you've all had a great session. Hope you've all had some nice numbers come in. And number 8, the Snowman, is in middle column, first dozen, black even low. Part of the TR section of the wheel, black number 8. Probably going to get through about 128 spins, I reckon. Maybe a few more, maybe a few fewer. We are into the final 100 seconds right about now. What's our next number going to be? Took its time, didn't it? Black 22. Black 22 making its debut in the first column, in the third, middle dozen rather, in the Voisin section of the wheel. It's black, it's even, and it's high. Now the 5 numbers we've been waiting for the longest now. 15 we've not seen in 72 spins, 6 we've not seen in 76 spins, 26 in 78 spins, 12 in 83 spins, and 21 the only number in the 100 club, 101 spins. Black 31's the next result. Black 31 in the Orphaland section of the wheel. I can tell you, it's third dozen, first column, black odd and high. So we've got full completion, by the way, in 125 spins. Always nice to do it twice. There's nothing sweeter than a repeater. Black 31. Orphaland section of the wheel. Third column. No, not third column. Third dozen. First column. Black on high. 4th time out for Black 31. Penultimate spin happening on your screens right now. And from one side of the Orphaland to the other with black 17, 17 middle column, middle dozen. Black odd low, part of the Orphaland, final spin. This is the final spin probably of the day, so let's make it count. At the moment, black 35 is the hottest number along with 13 and 16. 7 times out for all 3 of those. Will one of them become distinctly hot? We're about to find out. Let's wait for the drop in. Black 28 is your last result. 28 is black, it's even, and it is high. In the first column in the third dozen, part of the Voisin section. It's been a pleasure as always to spin for you. I shall hopefully be back either later on today or tomorrow. But until next time, my name's been Adam, this has been The Real Wheel, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.